man, yes indeed. Yo, what is the deal? What is the deal? Welcome to the No Pick Show. I'm your old Cheddar Chaz, man, with my dog A Davis. Please be sure to hit the like button, comment, and subscribe. Hit the bell notification if you haven't already. How you doing, bro? How's everything going on your end?
I'm cooling, dog. You heard me? I'm here at the dungeon today. You heard me? I'm gonna
Oh,
call
that
it.
boy.
If you don't have nothing, I'm gonna call it the dungeon. Anytime y'all see me at the dungeon, just know at any moment I could be out of here. I could be back, or I could be out of here.
Right.
Thank God we got great leadership. You heard me? My dog will hold on the show no matter what.
Any moment, somebody hit a 911 and that boy got to run out. Yeah, look, we seen it before. You heard me? Even when we was doing the spaces, sometimes brother had to dip. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Savage. Shout out to Score in the building. Shout out to Paper Boy. What's the deal, Clarence, man? We see y'all. So, what's the deal, Michael Morgan? Appreciate you always, bro. So, man, I'll just come out and address some of the news that is this is fake news, but some of the news that came out today. So there was a photo posted of Trey Murphy and someone alleged to be Cade Cunningham's trainer or cousin or something along those lines, with respect. So I'm chilling, right? I'm chilling, and somebody hit me. They're like, "Man, what the fuck is this?" Like you know, we you know, we were working out, we doing our thing or whatever, and we take a picture, and a couple minutes later, the picture posted.
Yeah.
You know, Trey been working with Cade for a couple years now, if I'm not mistaken. It's a bit of a nothing burger. Not that the Pistons aren't like in the Trey Murphy business or looking to be in the Trey Murphy business, but that photo is a bit of a nothing burger, and it's not Trey Murphy throwing hints. I'll say that. What did you think when you saw the photo? Are you just tired of it?
I don't think nothing of it at all. First off, the minute Trajan went to Detroit, Detroit always was in the Trey Murphy, regardless if Cade did or not. So it ain't nothing different than anything else. To be honest, what I take from it is if you are working out with somebody that's working out with Cade, great. We need our players around more great players to raise your level up. So that's what you're supposed to be doing.
Call Ant too. Call Ant. Go work out with Ant. Go work out with them all.
You know what type of stuff happened? Like if y'all get cool enough, maybe he frustrated with Detroit. Maybe you can make your pitch. Be like, say, dog, come to the city. You hear me?
Hey, at the end of the day, it's all about relationships, man, and iron sharpens iron. I want the players on my team working out with some of the best players in the NBA, and make no mistake about it. Right now, Cade is one of the best. Therese Halliburton is one of the best. So you got to surround yourself with greatness, and it'll propel you as well. Hopefully, you know, at least that's the idea. Yeah. So a lot of people.
Like, sorry, go ahead. Hard enough.
Say again.
Say he could look at himself and be like, "You took an MVP lead, bitch. I ain't working hard enough."
Right. You know, you got to measure yourself against people doing big things. You don't measure yourself against what the losers doing. You feel me? Yeah, like, you know. So yesterday, the press conferences came out. Me and you haven't had a chance to speak about it yet, at least not publicly.
Right.
I thought, you know, I kind of just wouldn't have minded if they just didn't do any press conferences, because I thought the backlash was immediate. I thought the backlash was pretty loud, and I thought that the media, especially in the Mosley press conference, just couldn't have been any less interested. There was a Mosley interview. Shout out, I don't know the brother's name who did the interview with WDSU. I'm sorry, with WWL TV, Channel 4. I thought he did a solid interview. He asked him a really good question about, you know, what would you change now that you've experienced Orlando and you pivot into New Orleans? What would you change from what you've done there? Like, what would you take with you and what would you do differently? And I think people are going to have to accept that Mosley is like a milquetoast interviewer. You're not going to get any like really great quotes. As far as like, for me watching it, I was like, this ain't really no run through the wall type interview. The brother's a master code switcher. He's a very classy guy. Joe Dumars, classy guy. So you're not going to get no David Griffin.
We're getting no sound bites, though.
Yeah, you're not getting no sound bites. You're not going to get weird to beat people's asses. You're not going to get that. So what was your takeaway from the press conferences and interviews you saw yesterday?
I said that before because like I went live like before the press conference, and I immediately was just like, I don't expect I liked what he did say, but I didn't expect nothing different than what he said. You know what I mean? It's like, bro, you are a head coach of a professional organization. You have to carry yourself with a certain demeanor. You like
you ain't on a no pick show.
No, and respectfully, I mean this in the best way possible. You are a brother on your second opportunity. Like you gotta make the most out of this particular opportunity from day one to the rest of the way. Like no matter what nobody say, you can't be just giving, random clips. First off, you can't be giving clips that could be used against you because you got people that's already from day one not willing to give you a fair shot.
Yeah.
They're waiting to use your sound bites against you for you to fail.
Yeah.
So I think he did a really good job of not really giving out much ammunition for somebody to store. And the second this team, for example, if he would have said, man, I think we're going to be able to make the offense look a certain type of way. Because a lot of people were saying we're going to do it defensively, right? And that's one of his first quotes. It's like if he would have came out and been like, man, I think we're going to be able to make the offense special, right? The second the offense been average, they would have all season, you would have been hearing shit about the offense. It could have diminished everything else that was going on. So I just personally think he did a good job of setting his expectation, what he wanted for the players, not giving nobody to use against him. And I'm cool with it, dog. Behind the scenes, he probably talking crazy.
Look, yeah, that's the thing. Like me, I've seen Mosley run out on the court and curse people out and do his thing.
And before the game, bro.
Yeah, it was like, look, man. Ultimately, I don't care how you express yourself, long as the message is getting across and is leading to wins. Yeah. Again, like I said yesterday, there was a bit of a cloud over the press conference. It kind of felt like it was raining in the building. Yeah. Michael Peavy was there. And shout out to the Ninth Ward. I gotta say this. We got a brother who we'll be talking about later on who went to Carver High School. Solomon Washington. He was brought in today for a workout with the Pelicans, and we'll talk more about second round prospects later. But just generally speaking, them wanting to be, unapologetically physical. Yes. Them, mentioning the toughness and the defense and things of that nature, kind of leads me to believe we can expect some roster shakeup. What did you take away from that?
I think there's going to be some roster shakeup, but I also believe that if you are on this roster, what y'all been doing ain't obvious. It's clear it ain't enough. The way y'all been doing it ain't enough. Even in some of your better seasons, it wasn't enough. So to Borrego's credit, and I don't like giving Borrego credit, but one of the things they were talking about was we got to start from the beginning, right? And when Borrego was saying we got to start from the beginning, everybody was on board, right? Jamal Mosley said
we got to build an identity. Yeah,
we can't skip steps. We gotta start from the ground up. No, it's the same. It's the same message, dog.
I just think I think it's just a boring talking point. I think that's what it all boils down to is people kind of being it's coach talk, right? It's like clicheisms. It's kind of boring. But it's at the end of the day, no one likes doing math unless you counting money.
Yeah, let me ask you.
But this is what it boils down to.
When you go to an interview, it don't matter what kind of interview you go to. When certain questions come, exactly what kind of answers.
Yeah, I got my best mixed man voice on.
Yes.
I'm punctual. I like to go above and beyond. You know what I'm saying? What up, Jess?
More than everybody else. I'm gonna give you everything I got. Come on, dog. You know what this is?
Yeah, I think people just uninspired right now. But what changes that is winning and when them transactions start flying. Now, I want to ask you this, and we talked about this a little bit, but the rumor mill been heating up. Of course, Trey Murphy's been in the rumor mill a lot.
Yeah,
Zion to a lesser degree. It seemed like they doubled down on their commitment to Zion. And Dumas, huh?
I'm questioning that a little bit.
You think so? The commitment to Zion?
Because I think so, but if I listen specifically to what Joe said, he said I would love
for them to play together.
To see Mosley get a chance to work with Zion, which I think they are committed to him. But I think it also means if somebody come in this bitch with the goods, somebody come in with the goods, anybody can be had. That's how I took the interview.
You know what? I'm thinking with this new draft format and unprotected picks seeming to be more precious than ever. I think we're going to be shocked at the returns that some people net this upcoming offseason, especially with the new CBA also is when you need cost control guys.
Yes.
I just don't think I don't think this is a seller's market. Last year definitely wasn't a seller's market. I think this market probably peaks in the offseason. Shout out to Pelicans, Nola Carver alum. So I played at Carver High School in the 80s. Love that school. Shout out to the Nightwalk, Carver alum.
Over there coaching right now. Guy I think he might be the head coach of the basketball team.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I love to see that. I love to see people in the city doing their thing and making it to high levels, and maybe things come full circle. And the brother Solomon is playing for the Pelicans. Paperboy says Zion for pick 4. I probably would have to consider that. Yeah. I don't think the Bulls would though, because it starts their clock way too soon. Yeah. You still got a lot of things they need to navigate with Patrick Williams. You got to figure out what you're gonna do with Giddey, but that's something I'm definitely picking up the phone. It would take more than 4, because if Caleb Wilson goes at 3, I don't really want 4.
Yeah. Yeah.
so it's all about how the draft falls. So when do you think the rumor mill start heating up? Because I posted something up with the Lakers earlier. I got some Lakers fans who was open to it. Some people were not so open to it. Yeah. And everybody appreciates their assets more than the opposing fan base. Not me though, because I'm like, whatever.
Anything can move.
Yeah, anything can move. So when do you think we start seeing some trades like the bullets start flying? Because we close to the finals.
I think, as I said, that the Pelicans might make their deal similar to the same time that they did last year, kind of close to the end of the final, something like that. Because I think they want to have, let's say we are making a deal for like a mid-round draft pick or something like that. You still want to have time to properly get your pick, properly evaluate players in that range. Like right now, you don't have no pick, so you don't know how wide the range is and the kind of players you need to be looking at.
Yeah, even looking at, right.
Yeah, you don't know what deals looking like. If Milwaukee is serious with the reports coming out talking about they won't move Giannis before the draft, then
I hope they're serious.
Huh?
I hope they're serious.
So, but if that's serious, man, that's the next 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
Yeah. That could potentially happen. Yeah.
Listen, the moment, if I'm the Pelicans, Milwaukee can't move without talking to me.
You know what's funny?
But you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, I know. I totally get it. You know what's funny? And shout out to everybody in the building, man. Make sure you hit that like button. Say, Clarence, I think is going to be it's going to open up in the market. It's going to be great for us. Typically, the best the market gets is in the off season. Yes. So during the season, you kind of getting pennies on the dollar, depending on how people balling out. I've heard that they never really even received the first round offer for Sadiq Bey. I heard it was always seconds. I heard that it was I heard that they didn't really get great offers for Trey. Heard that they didn't get great offers for Herb. I just heard that the market just wasn't there. It was just the market just wasn't there. Yeah. So we've been going through the tankathon, looking at teams and people we would consider doing moves with. I think I asked you this. If it was just a first round pick, just to get in the first round, because I haven't heard any clarification just yet. Of course, Louisiana Gale mentioned that they've had some conversation with the Lakers and Cavs, but that's in the end of the draft. The Lakers got pick 25.
Yeah.
The Nuggets, for example, have what pick? Is it 26?
26, I think. Yeah.
So is it to the point where it's just like, all right, look, we just want to be in the first round because we got our eyes on the prospect, or do you think they're like going big game hunting for a lottery pick? And do you think they have real avenues to get there? Also, mentioned some conversations with Charlotte that could potentially be happening, which would be my favorite thing.
I think honestly, to Joe Dumars' credit, everything is on the table. Like we can't and again, while people don't think that much was said, I think one of the key things that Joe Dumars said and kind of reiterated is that like when you're at where we're at, you got to be open to every
possibility. Yeah, you got to listen to everything. Yeah,
and every phone call.
What up, Coach?
Like, if somebody calls you with an opportunity to get, I don't know, to get 5.
What up, Louisiana Gal? Yeah, I'm listening to you, bro. My bad.
Do I just do 5? Maybe not, but it depends on what the situation is for 5. Like, yeah. So I think they're going to just be open to every potential idea available to them. But if I had to say what I think they're gonna end up, I think it's those mid-round, like in the teens. So anything from Milwaukee at 10, to like 10 and back is probably where I think realistically will fall, unless something crazy happens.
That's the round where I think as well. And shout out to Michael Moore. He said, "Do y'all think the Pelicans will use a second round pick?"
Absolutely.
I think if they get a first, they might not. And I say that because shit gonna get. Look, I agree with Louisiana Gal. I think 9 is back too, because Dallas need to respect my motherfucking mind and up that 9 pick. Y'all need Herb Jones in Dallas. But send us Clay, man. You know, Clay, you stay home. We ain't tripping, dog. We know how it is. Yeah. But the reason I say that though is because the Pelicans got some questions to answer with the DeAndre Jordan situation, because DeAndre, I've been told, wants to get to 20 years. And it's like, well, will you be willing to accept a non-guaranteed, like 10-day type thing and you just retire? Like, I don't really know how it's gonna happen. But I do think that's the roster spot is too valuable to be taking up. Like, because at this point, you got several guys, you got at least 3 people that are kind of taking up a roster spot in that situation, in that scenario.
Looney, DeAndre, and you're not counting Looney right now, technically.
Well, let's say Looney's gone. If Looney's gone, if I'm not mistaken, they'll have, I think, 13 roster spots open, maybe 12. Hawkins is just taking up a roster spot.
Okay.
Like, he's just taking up a roster spot, you know. It depends on how you feel about DeJounte. I think people might mistake defensive maybe intensity or defensive want for physicality. And I think with them putting such the emphasis on physicality, and even a guy they're looking at like Solomon Washington, let's make sure his name Solomon Washington. Yeah. That's his skill set is 100% motor and physicality.
Yeah, I'm bruising people.
Yeah, I'm just brutalizing motherfuckers. Motor and physicality, right? So I'm like, you can't, for the fact that they even bringing him in, you don't bring in a guy like that to scout him to say, well, we might play against him someday. Maybe you're doing a local agent a favor, what have you. But if you are bringing him in to scout him to potentially bring him on board, you can't have him, Herb, PV, Misi, there's a bunch of guys that's like not offensive threats whatsoever, unless you're going to start removing some people from this equation. So that's really going to be interesting.
I think that's the plan, man. Listen, we've been saying, I think Herb is the most likely to get moved. I think Herb is possibly the most easiest, like I think he's the easiest person to replace of the potential people that move, and of the teams that are in the range of where you are. Those are most of the teams that could possibly use a Herb Jones. Like, if Miami always could use a Herb Jones, like
I think that's Herb is heat culture personified.
Yeah, like those kinds of players. Or ideally who you want to, You know what I mean? Like to me, yeah, like who's in that? Portland don't need him, but Miami, OKC don't need him. But well, maybe to be honest, because they not.
I think we left off last time at 15, right? But if you
got down, yeah, we got down to that
like
second OKC pick, Chicago and OKC. No, we left off at Memphis. Memphis was the last team.
Okay, we left off at Memphis, right? Looking at these teams, like to me, you can always use a Herb, except for the Clippers if the Clippers decide to rebuild. These teams could use a Herb, but it's like
the Clippers pick. That's OKC at 12.
That's OKC's pick, right?
Yeah,
at 12. So,
well,
I think the Clippers couldn't. I'm sorry, I think OKC couldn't use Herb.
You said they could?
I think they couldn't. I think they should stay away from players like that.
I don't think I think he'll play during the season, but he'll DNP right now. Like,
I think you already got multiple better versions of Herb. Like with Caruso, and like no matter how this series ends up, I'm just thinking like, what would I do with that? Like if I can't play Luke Dort in certain situations, and Luke Dort is like a fucking brutalizer out there. There's a dog. It's like what
that Herb is significantly better than Luke Dort. I'm not that, but
some people think the moon made out of cheese, though. Yeah, like people, that's why people. I don't know, people crazy. Like for me, I get to. I'm not a. I'm sorry.
Opinions. I just respect opinions.
Yeah, I'm just like, look, that's per people opinion, but me, I just don't let my dislike of a player's style necessarily affect what I believe, about that player. Shout out to Louisiana Girl. See, I know what Dotson has said, but I heard OKC is interested in her. They want cheaper talent. I'm inclined to believe that they would want cheaper talent, especially because all them contracts about to start kicking in. Yes. Chet, J-Dub. I think at most you see them package maybe Hartenstein and Mitchell and go get like the best player they can get with something with that. Like even if they got like Andrew Wiggins or just Tyler Hero, there's something along those lines. I think you will see something more closer to that than them bringing in just a defense. Because Herb ain't defense first. Yeah. He's defense only. Right now, Michael Peavy is defense only. You know what I'm saying? So it gets tough with that scenario.
Yeah, I just believe OKC they have too many potential options of what it is they could do to settle for Herb Jones. Like, to be honest, you could just draft a player better than Herb Jones at 12 or 17.
Yeah, and that's the thing too. When I was talking to some of the Lakers people, I was kind of like, if I'm the Lakers, I there's two trains of thought, right? And we'll get into the tankathon on this point. There's two trains of thought. One, like you just said, I might already have somebody better than her. Like Jake Lavari had a better season last year than her. Dude, he was hurt all season, but physically and on the perimeter defensively, the idea of him is what he's supposed to be is cheaper and better than her. It's cost controlled. And you got a first at 25. Well, what's happening with Gisela? You could potentially pick up someone better than her. But here's where the pushback is for a team like the Lakers and Charlotte specifically. You are a offense-only team for the most part. Yes. Like the Lakers don't have a ton of options, defensively. Marcus Smart getting older. Vanderbilt that's Vanderbilt, right? Yeah, never really plays. Like this motherfucker always hurt. Yep. And it's like, and you got Luka. If LeBron comes back, LeBron. And what's happening with your authentic? Peace, bro. Shout out to you. LeBron and Austin Reeves. You need a low usage perimeter guy. Like you need one desperately. Luka ain't stopping nobody. Austin Reeves ain't stopping nobody. LeBron, he older now. LeBron ain't stopping no. I can't disrespect LeBron. LeBron older, but LeBron today ain't stopping nobody. Like you need some perimeter defense. Like Marcus Smart was great for y'all, bro.
Smart for that.
Whoa. Shout out to everybody. My bad, bro.
For that reason, you good.
Bayou Sniper, Looney in the building, Josh Murdoch. What's the deal, man? Shout out to all y'all, man. Appreciate y'all joining, fam. Well, what's that exactly? But yeah, like, bro, y'all need perimeter defense bad.
First way.
Y'all need it bad. You heard me? So let's go through a couple of these, bro. I know you've been having some great ideas, fam. Say again.
They couldn't stop AJ Mitchell. Like, couldn't do nothing about it.
Like, and a lot of it is styles make fights. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But it's like AJ Mitchell, you couldn't tell J Dub wasn't playing versus them.
Yeah.
And like it's man, whatever. Y'all gonna have to pay to play if you the Lakers.
They say what they want. If I would say regarding the Lakers and Herb, you can't be overly picky. JJ has shown to kind of do a really good job with some of the pieces that he's given. Or at least
JJ also a former Herb teammate, if I'm not mistaken, right? Was he there that year?
I don't think he was here when Herb, but when Herb
was he here Willie Green's first year?
No,
I'm sorry. JJ was only his Stan's first year, so he wasn't here with him. Yeah,
he didn't make that. He didn't make that cut.
Yeah, he made the league.
But I think if you gave JJ a Herb Jones type player, I think JJ would do his best to put Herb Jones in to deploy Herb Jones in different ways to make him effective for their team. So like if you the Lakers, like Vando, he's more limited than Herb. Like I wouldn't say that Vanderbilt is better than Herb, right?
He just don't play either.
Yeah, and he's not available. And Herb rarely play too. But
yeah,
I think they can't, like, beggars can't be choosers at the same time. It's kind of like, no, y'all need somebody over there. And y'all don't even draft that position well anyway. And I don't know if you're going to get somebody at what they pick, 25. I don't think you get nobody at 25 that's going to be as impactful. And that's signed. So
once they get to that point, truthfully, you're going to start looking at pick 25 and under. It's like early second round picks.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? But you can find a gem there. We're going to talk about a couple of those guys in a minute, but I look at that as early second round pick. So when people be like, 2 first for Herb, it's like, well, it's pick 25, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, honestly, if you were a team that's looking to be excited about the draft and you had pick 25, you're not doing a ton of draft coverage. You probably just looking for any unicorn type motherfucker that you can find and be like, well, if this all works out, maybe he can, it depends on what you need, I guess.
You know what it is? You hope for those players that commit early in the draft. Like Jalen Johnson was one of the people that went in the draft, and people was just kind of like, we don't know. You take that dude and he reaches potential or something like that.
Right.
I was of the mindset that, like, let's say Elijah entered this draft. Okay. Elijah Arenas. Man, if I got picked 25 and he in this draft, I don't give a fuck what he look like. I'm taking chances on upside talent, stuff like that. And then hopefully in 2 years or whatever, he turned out to be whatever people think he could be. So like that's what I'm doing at around those.
Yeah, around that point. Unless you just like there's a big 7 foot 300-pound motherfucker, and you like, well, if I could keep this guy healthy, he can be a deterrent. He can move a little. Like, you just swinging for home runs at that point.
You don't expect people like Missy to really come in and contribute like that. Like,
you mean, pick 20. Well, yeah, pick 21. You're not really looking for those guys to like. If those guys have to play, something went wrong usually.
Yes.
Like if your second rounder has to play,
yes,
because of an injury or something weird happened.
Typically, second rounders get on the court when they're just like, you'd be like, oh, this dude really can play. Like Maxine has played really bad. Jokers are all like Herb, even Herb was outstanding second round.
He was outstanding camp guy. Josh Hart got injured and he stepped in and did his thing.
And did exactly so. Like, to be a second round pick and actually play, they not projecting you to become anything if you drafted in the second round, bro. Respectfully, you gotta truly overcome to be great as a second round pick.
I think those guys become novelty players, like like in this day and age, how often do you really need a flathead screwdriver? But it's like sometimes you might need that bitch though. You never know. But I could just use a butter knife. But nah, sometimes you're gonna need a flathead screwdriver. Like, it just is what it is. So we're gonna pick it up and pick 17 and beyond, right? So pick 17 going to OKC. What was that? What you most hated? Pick 17. Look, and we see y'all questions, man. Keep sending in these questions. Josh Murdoch, Jay Stein. I see all y'all questions. We starring these questions. We're gonna answer them all. I'm highlighting all of them. Keep sending in these questions, man. Y'all sending in great questions. And if you're in here, if you haven't hit the like button, do us a favor, hit the like button real quick and subscribe to the channel. Also, subscribe to Pels in the Blender. Hit that and hit the notification bell for them as well. So
appreciate y'all.
Pick 17.
I can't even think of much for OKC to be.
Me neither, though. I ain't gonna lie. It's a waste of time.
I can't even force nothing for OKC because I just don't think they would be interested in anything we have. Or like the only way I can see it is if we was like, let us get a person that we like is there. Let us get 17 for a future, like a swap in the future or something.
That's really what I'm starting to see the most likely scenario be, aside from Herb, is a future trade, honestly. A future swap, maybe protected, something along those lines. So
I'm sorry, not to cut you off, but once you get to around like, depending on how the board fall, once you get to around like 14, though, like once you get to around right outside the lottery, which the lottery is 14. Once you get past that, I think that's when you start seeing like, if we want to trade, like either people typically willing to wait, or like if you see a guy that you like, it's probably easy to get back into the draft around those numbers, I think.
Shout out to Ninth Ward in the building, man. And 2X Key, I saw that. I think that was Evan Sittery who said that. Man, I ain't gonna. I don't want to disrespect Evan, but
you can't.
Don't trust Evan at all, bro. No disrespect to Evan, but Evan just don't. Don't trust Evan at all. That's all I really say. So all right, so we're picking up at Charlotte at 18. Charlotte got 2 picks, 14 and 18. Yeah, 14 and 18. They gotta consolidate. Now, if they say, well, look here, you bitch, I'm giving you 14 for her, but what I do for you, since I fuss with you like that, I will take on Herb's contract. I will give you Grant Williams, who's an expiring, or whatever, like and I give you 18. Are you accepting that deal?
If I'm gonna take 18, fuck that. I want 14. I'm gonna be honest. I know that's greedy to a degree, but it's like not no. It depends on what the board look like, I guess.
Right.
Because I think I have a better opportunity to get something at 14 that I want than to get something at 18 that I want. You get what I'm saying? So like, if the deal is the same, like 4 more picks, my person might be gone. Like if my person gone, I'm not.
Let's say
costs have went down as well. Like
let's say a couple of the late round prospects you had interest in, or even like Baba Miller, right? Who I have some interest in. If he's there, would you say, fuck it, I might as well draft him here, and it is what it is.
You know what I want, dog? I ain't gonna lie. This some greedy ass shit though. So like, like don't Charlotte got a 2nd round pick too?
Let me see. Hold up. Damn, it's only showing the 1st round.
Cause
they might have a 2nd though. They might have a 2nd.
Cause I might need that too, dog.
I can see that. You know what I'm saying?
Like if the deal was initially Herb for Grant and 14, because Herb is more valuable than that. Like if I gotta wait to 18, like fuck it, I'll take 18, but let me get that.
Who would you be looking at 14? That would kind of shift your, like, if Mara or Oh, Cam Carter, I forgot you. Yeah,
Like
you a fan for Cam Carter? Yep.
I like if he'd had 14, I'll do it. Like if he'd had 18, then I still do it. But I think we got a better chance of getting them at 14 than at 18. You get what I'm saying? So I guess it would depend on who on the board at the time.
Yeah, they do. They do got a second round pick. It look like they got 3 second rounders, if I'm not mistaken. This can't be right. But if they do got several second round picks, if you could get like an early second rounder from them, that kind of changes the conversation a lot.
I might like, for example, if they say, "Listen, we like somebody at 14, we'll do that." We'll
Shout
do
out to
that.
Built in a Boot. He said the Kings have their second round picks.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's say they say, "Look, 14 ain't the. We'll do that deal." Somehow I end up with another. I got another deal on the table for a early second round pick.
Okay.
If my guy is at 18, I could do that deal with nothing because I know for sure. Okay, like now I'm sitting there trying to double up. Now I'm trying to grab Carr, and then I'm trying to come back around and take Miller or something like that. You know, I like Brazil. So if you
his brother in the draft, I believe.
Yeah, because I'm gonna be honest with me, if I can get some of the players that we talking about targeted. I know they're young players, and I know how you feel about multiple young players and stuff like that. But it would make, especially because I think they possibly have their like this roster don't really fit together, right?
In the Pelicans roster?
Yes.
Okay.
Meaning there's certain things that we looking for in free agency to kind of make it more cohesive. If I have opportunity to answer some of those questions in this draft, and I don't have to, even if they're young players, I take my chances doing it that way than trying to go through free agency. And then because you might not hit in free agency.
Hey yo, that's the OKC route. Shout out to Jordan. Yeah. I think he's saying that he thinks the Pelicans can win. Are you saying they can win 53 games, Jordan? Or are you saying the 53rd pick? But shout out to Jordan. See, the only reason I struggle with bringing in multiple players via free agency is that one of these guys, I'm knowing Queen and Fierce playing no matter what, right? They playing no matter what. Now, if I draft another guy, it gotta be at a position to where I know you're going to play, right? It got to be at a position where I got room for this guy to play. I don't know, like if it's like a Herb upgrade, but then they're gonna sign at least one person in free agency. They're gonna sign at least 1 or 2, right? Well, what up with your Trey? What up, who that? Hey, yo, we got a show coming up about Ipaga as well. He's on the second round sleeper list as well. So like for example. I'm just trying to think. Like if they go draft another like big body power forward, then I'm just like, well, fuck, you might not really play. I don't really have nowhere for you to play unless I'm getting rid of a couple people and you just that cold, which is a possibility. Like with the perimeter, it's like if you think Bryce McGowan's was an anomaly, and of course you could upgrade that position.
Yeah.
If you upgrade and you're not gonna really upgrade Sadiq Bey, you're not upgrading Trey. So
you
Bryce, I mean, if something crazy happened, yeah,
so,
right.
I mean by upgrade. Well, let me not use upgrade. Let's use supplement, right? Let's use supplement because
in what sense?
So like if let's because to get in around here, what we talking about Herb being moved out, right? So let's say Herb is gone.
Right.
So regardless, and we don't know who they bringing in as well. So if Sadiq Bey moves into your start lineup, even if Fears and Queen are gonna play, that's still only 7 people that's realistically guaranteed to play, and neither one of them are like wing players. When realistically, if you took, PV, though, we don't know what PV gonna look like. Bryce, y'all got like y'all dudes that guaranteed spots. We just talked about second round picks don't really get burned. Like PV, you got to come in and earn that.
You got to earn your spot, yeah.
Yeah,
I think he's going to be a favorite of Mosley, but yeah, you got to earn your spot in PV.
But if I take, let's say a Cameron Carr, right, who's already a athletic wing and has some range, and he comes in and commits defensively, I'm playing him over PV.
It's more of an investment, definitely.
Exactly. So like, as far as when I mean like supplement instead of replace, it's kind of like Sadiq Bey replaces, but then I'm like supplementing. Like Trey needs somebody to play in Trey's place when Trey goes to the bench. Like Sadiq Bey needs somebody when he goes to the bench. Zion needs somebody as well. You know
I get what you're saying. I meant more so like I'm not going to trade Trey and get somebody better in return.
Oh, fuck no. Well,
yeah, I'm not going to trade Sadiq Bey at this stage and get somebody better in return. Herb, I can upgrade relatively easily. I probably could find an upgrade at center relatively easy. Probably. Shit, it don't seem that easy. But DeJounte don't really play, so I could upgrade point guard starting point guard relatively easy. Because nigga don't play. So, but it's like
replacement right there.
Yeah, and that's like if you want to start the season with him starting that point guard, I wouldn't do it. But like with Fears, just because I'm like, all right, this is too risky of a season for you to play that game unless you would have had to brought in an incredible other guy. Like, you would have to brought in Sabonis and maybe another shooter, and then it's like, all right, we just gonna run with the young fella. This is Rondo. We building the KG Celtics, right? So just think about it. I don't know. Like again, the Pelicans in a weird spot the way like you got. I'm looking at everything going into next season. They got let's see, as 1, 2. No, Bryce's contract should be guaranteed if I'm not mistaken.
I think it is. He went up. They gave him a deal. He's not on the 2.
Yeah, no, Spot Track is a terrible website. I ain't gonna lie, Spot Track is bad, but that bitch trash. But no disrespect, but still. So, so they got. Let's say if I waive Looney, they got 14 roster spots committed. No, if I waive Looney, that's 13 roster spots committed. Right? You're not waiving Carl. So. No. You gotta find a way to send out a 2-for-1, 3-for-1. Like you have to find some type of deal where you're sending out more players than you're getting back to create another roster spot. You have to, because
something you don't bring back DeAndre.
Shit, even if you did, you might need to create even more roster spots. Whoa, what up, your game? I was born. Like if you did, you probably need to create even more roster spots. To be honest, maybe you need to create 4 of them bitches.
Because this is where like the trade avenues like seem more prominent. Like for example, if they did just Herb for something in 14, right, or something in one of those
like a player,
we haven't really been like a buyout kind of team. You know what I mean? I don't think.
Well, you mean us buying someone out?
Yes, I mean that. You get what I'm saying? Like I'm wondering.
Terry.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm wondering if we have to like start considering things that they haven't really done previously, and then so like if we talking about like a Ja deal, right? Like you probably could send out multiple people for a Ja Morant, or you can send out multiple people for a Sabonis. And then if you're talking about, possible trades for picks, you could send out somebody in a trade and then buy a guy out for less than whatever. You know what I mean? So if they're talking about being creative, then there's avenues for them to go that route to make the roster spots if they need to.
The tough thing with them is the amount of guaranteed contracts they got. Like they not really in tax threat because they got about close to 5. Well, if they waive Looney, they're gonna have about 12 million, a little over 12 million away from the luxury tax. Then you got to consider the first apron as well. So they'll probably be about 14 mil from the first apron and a little over 12 million. Matter of fact, I could share this tab. Let me see. Can y'all see that? Yeah. So they got some avenues, but I think, and I don't want to keep saying this guy's name, Pauls, but I think they're gonna at least take a look at Fontecchio for some shooting. Because the relationship is there, proven shooter, came from a great system in Miami. If they don't bring Fontecchio back, that is. Fontecchio, again, you got guys like Amir Coffey.
I think
there.
Bagley. I think Bagley's coming. Pause.
Yeah, Bagley been on 2 teams with the Pelicans. And if you bring in Bagley, let's say Bagley's your backup 5. Man, what is that? Like that's an interesting front court. Like if you bring in Bagley and don't do nothing else in the front court, because again with the Queen thing, Queen being drafted so high, you have to play Dairy Queen. Carlo is going to be a guy that I can't see them cutting Carlo because Carlo has showed a lot of promise, and Carlo's probably a little valuable sweetener via trade somewhere, right? So
I could be one of those sweeteners in a Herb deal, get you 14.
But I don't know if I would even do that in this draft. That's the thing. Like to me, like
let me ask,
like this draft that much.
So that's where the complications come in at, because let's say I'm at I don't know, who was pick 13?
Let's 13 is Miami.
Let's say you at pick 13, and the deal is like Herb Jones and Carlo for 13. My guy is at 13, and I know I'm bringing in Bagley anyway. Like,
well, I gotta know Bagley gotta want to join. Like, let's say hypothetically, I know I'm bringing in Bagley, right? Like
Bagley already pretty much a done deal. Like, you know how this shit goes. The deals are pretty much done before they done. So, or Fontecchio, let's say you bringing in Fontecchio, right? It's already pretty much done. Like, you could go into making a deal with the idea that I already got the move made.
And this is the worst part about this, right? The fucked up part is, man, and this is where the DQ thing kind of become a thing, right? Because there's scenarios next year where, just like in this past year, there's scenarios where Derek and or Carlo are both unplayable.
Yes.
There's points on the floor where it's like, I just can't play you. So in that scenario, I'm like, well, Eve, I'm like, fuck, I need somebody I need another center. I need somebody at the floor. I need some front court depth at that point. Yeah. And it's like, well, fuck, like what do I do in that scenario? And that's the most frustrating thing about like players like that. Me and Carlo and Eve, like to me, Carlo is like 12 minutes. Go play your heart out, whatever. Like, right? You some games you're not gonna play, some games you are, whatever, right?
Yeah.
But if I'm the Pelicans, I need cheap labor and 3-point shooting and athleticism and motherfuckers who can run the court, get out in the fast break. Because if you focusing on physicality and defense, that means you're gonna be focusing on turning the ball over. If you're turning the ball over, you need motherfuckers that can run the break and finish at the rim. And if Carlo can't do nothing else, he can run the motherfucking break and finish at the rim. Pick and roll demon, right? On offense. So I'm like, I kind of want to keep this guy. He's cheap. right. So it's like, but I need to improve my front court too. So I'm in a tough spot. Like, that's why I think if it is Marvin Bagley, I don't think they do anything else with the front court unless it's trading Eve. Like, if they trade an Eve and trying to upgrade Eve, if it's Marvin Bagley, like I'll say this, if they traded 13 for Herb and Carlo, I think you got to take who you think your center of the future about to be. If your center of the future is there.
Would you
because go ahead, my bad.
Hypothetically, would you do, and again, we talked about this, so yes, but like the Bucks pick where Herb Carlo for 13. Because again, if you got Ware solidified center, and now
I would do that.
Now you sitting there.
Yeah, like, I'm doing that.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm doing that because if I trade, fucking right, I'm doing that. Now, here's the thing: if I could keep, now I know the Bucks wouldn't do this, but if I was like, hey, I kind of want, you can have a pick. I ain't tripping, but I want to keep the top 4 protection on it just in case. They better not do the Bucks would never. The Bucks did something stupid like that. I'd be like, what? But I look, make it top 1 protected. But anyway, like in a vacuum, I'm doing that deal because I just replaced Carlo. I got pick 13. I'm about to replace her, and I shedded some money. I can go out and potentially sign. Because it would have, I think it would have to be Ware and something. It probably would have to be Ware and like, I don't think they would trade Jovic or no shit like that. But it probably have to be Ware and something like for salary cap reasons.
Yeah.
And then I would just
scenario come in too or whatever it is.
And that's another thing too, where it's like the Pelicans, if they were to get a pick, first round, whether it's early or late, you gotta sign this motherfucker. And you're only about 12 million away from the luxury tax. So, you gotta trim some fat somewhere. Like it get a little get a little ugly. Personally, I hope they keep Eve.
Eve's
and
coming
you can still get well.
Year, dog. That's part of my. Yeah, he did year 3, ain't he?
Yeah, but I don't think Eve gonna get no extension this year.
Hell no, he ain't getting no extension.
His agent not gonna do that.
No, he ain't getting no extension this year. But
like
he got what? How much time? How many?
He don't gotta really focus on his extension till next year, like year 4.
Okay.
So but because that's the year before he become a restricted free agent. So he ain't really gotta focus on that extension till next year. Because I don't think they would really be considering taking no extension right now because it's like y'all ain't even playing me. Like, and his money only jumped from 3 million to like 5. A lot of money for the Pelicans fall off the books next year if they don't. Let's say they just don't do anything. A lot of money fall off them books. But that's a good idea. I mean, if the deal was Herb and the Bucks pick for 13, well, Herb and Carlo and the Bucks pick for 13, Ware and like salary. I'm doing it. Yeah, I would do that because I guess you got to really ask yourself, because you can't just assume pick 1, but you got to ask yourself, how much is pick 3 in next year's draft worth? Pick 4, pick 2. Like that's where the question comes in. And you never know till you see the prospects.
People don't think that draft is great, and a lot of people don't think after. Again, shout out to, I can't remember who said in the chat. A lot of people don't think there's a lot of players in this draft after certain, after 10. I got a couple players that I like, but
See, that's my thing too. I'm like, I feel like after about 5, 6, it get real role player heavy. And I think
you get like a lot of question marks after those numbers. Because like while people love Marla, I mean, you truly don't know.
Yeah, you don't know shit. Yeah, with that.
You truly don't know.
Really? So, I think after about 3, 2, it become like
nobody in this draft.
No, I'm saying because Peterson, if healthy, is like, all right, that's a guy. AJ, if healthy, that's a guy.
I think
Caleb gotta put it together a little bit more, but he got the talents there. Boozer, the talents there, but there's a world where both of y'all kind of don't pan out. Like not like
not athletic enough. Well, not Caleb, but like Boozer, you can see not being athletic.
Yeah, there's a world where y'all got some Ace Bailey type questions.
Yeah,
like the Ace, like it's like damn, if Ace Bailey put it all together, he could be top 2 in this draft, top 3. Yeah. But if he don't, it could be like a weird situation. Like I think that's what like a lot of people were saying. But so what were we? We were on 18. So 19, Toronto. I ain't taking back Portal under no circumstances.
Zero circumstances. I might fuck around and try to figure out a way to take RJ off your hands.
He got to get a contract extension this offseason, I think.
I like RJ though.
You would pay him? Because he going to want like 40.
Oh, no.
And he had a hell of a postseason.
No, I wouldn't pay him. We can take
that. That boy had a. To me, RJ was their MVP this season.
Let me ask you a sidebar question. This ain't got nothing to do with nothing. Would you? Reports came out that Asar was looking at 30, right? Would you pay Asar times 30? Okay, let me ask you this: if Asar got 30, hypothetically, let's say they get Asar 30. If you Duran, what you asking for?
If Asar get 30, if I'm Duran and I'm all NBA third team, the conversation start at 40
minimum.
Yeah, minimum we're starting at. I want Mobley contract.
I need at least 45, though.
No, honestly, fuck what Asar get. If I'm Duran, I'm asking for Mobley contract. Because I'm like, Mobley ain't do nothing in the postseasons neither. We both pretty much got the same credentials, except for Mobley has the Defensive Player of the Year award. I want Mobley contract. Maybe I'll take a little less than Mobley. But
take 50.
Mobley, man, I take a little less than Mobley.
Yeah.
But what y'all gonna do? Like y'all gonna try to squeeze me? Paul's like, and that's the thing. That's the thing. It's like I'm a restricted free agent. Ain't a ton of teams can offer me money, but it only really take one. Only take one.
It takes y'all let me walk. And you can have this bread.
Right. If y'all let me walk and I continue to be an all-star, it looks stupid.
Yeah.
So
yes.
I'm asking for Mobley money. I don't give a fuck what's going on. Y'all better figure it out. Especially if you pay Asar, because I'm like, look, man, that shit, you know, Asar is awesome. Amin is awesome. Amin is better than Asar, of course, but that shit wears off. The defense only shit wears off. You gotta be able to hit a jumper or something at a certain point. Amin at least averaging 18, something like that.
If you pay, and we can move on because this ain't got nothing to do with nothing. But I know we talk about the whole league.
Yeah.
But if you pay Asar 30 with no all-stars, no nothing. Even if I'm all NBA, I need a minute. We starting at 45 just on the respect factor alone.
And look, it might. Here's the thing. Realistically, you just might. If you give Asar that kind of money, I think you won't be able to trade that contract. Honestly,
no,
you won't be able to trade that contract.
No, shout out if you. Go ahead.
Shout out to Lone. I know he's saying when was the last time a restricted free agent fresh deal from a different team? I think teams don't touch. It would be DeAndre Ayton.
And you saw what happened up.
Yeah, you saw what happened with that. DeAndre Ayton, who I remember supposed to go to Indiana.
That was the beginning of the end for the Suns.
That was the Indiana, right? He supposed to go to.
Yeah, got that bread. Offered him the money.
Yeah, shit. And we was talking about Eric Gordon, Pelicans. My partner Eric Gordon. But you can't do that. Trajan, but it's Trajan, so you never know what Trajan goofy ass will do. But you can't do that. You can't. No. Right. No. But that's a great question, boy, because I would feel some kind of way if I was there. I'm like, bitches, you're crazy. I probably feel played about that.
I had to get your opinion on that one, though, because that was one of the ones that just kind of
and I like Asar a lot, but no.
Yeah, 30 is crazy. To finish up the tankathon real quick, because
I'm about to pull it back up now.
Yeah, the rest of them teams is kind of like in a similar fashion. Like
Spurs, I can see the Spurs definitely calling.
You can?
I can see the Spurs definitely calling.
Who picked the Spurs guy?
20. I can see the Spurs calling for her. That's what I mean. You ain't getting Trey with 20. No. Unless the Spurs do something weird, like we can't have Castle, Fox, and Harper. So Castle, you out of here. Like,
would you take Castle and 20 for Trey?
No, not by itself. I need another pick or two.
Well, they need salary too, but like, would you do
Yeah.
it? But listen, they would
If it was like player for player,
listen. They wouldn't do it. They not gonna do this. But would you do Dylan?
Dylan Harper for Trey?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would do that.
And okay.
Yeah, I would do that.
Okay. They
Yeah,
wouldn't.
I
do
don't
it.
even. Yeah, I don't think they would do it because
No,
I
I
can play
think he would
Dylan
pass
at
the
the
first.
2. I can
Oh,
play Dylan at the 3. Like, and he's younger, cost controlled. I would do that.
and he's showing he could guard, play, make, shoot.
Yeah, I would do that.
Yeah.
Now I ain't gonna lie. Nah.
Would
I
you
wouldn't
call
say
about that? Let me
would
ask
I
you this.
call?
Let me
Go
ask you
ahead.
this, because this is one thing too. A lot the Pelicans right now are taking calls.
Yeah.
Right.
Well,
Would
they probably
you-
making some calls too. I'm
I
sure.
know they're making calls. Would you make a call on like Dylan with like
Fucking right.
Trey?
But see, here's the thing. If I did make that call, I wouldn't offer Trey, but I would be like, yo,
what's up with Dylan?
What's up with Dylan? And not only what's up with Dylan, I will give you the Milwaukee Bucks first for Dylan.
I fucking do that.
Oh yeah, I do that. Whoa, what up,
Would you do that above where?
Say that again. You said, would I do it above where?
Yes, based on your needs.
Because
I think I would.
Yeah, I would because I don't need. Ware's just a cool, like it's an exciting prospect. I don't need a player like that though.
Yes.
I could like every year there's like a unicorn big who just doing crazy shit, but Ware can shoot, he can do it all. Yeah, I would go with Dylan because Dylan to me, let's go. Like we ready to roll. You starting at the 2, you starting at the what? Like
Yeah, he played.
It would be tough though, but well, you know what I would do? Nah.
You talk about starting and make sure come off that bench.
Boy, I had a trade for you, boy.
Ooh,
would you if they said if you like, look, I'm not trading Trey, and they was like, all right, well, what you got? You're like, I will trade you Tim Duncan Jr., aka Derek Queen. Right? I will trade you Derek Queen, the Bucks pick and Herb for Dylan Harper and salary. Do you think they'd accept that? They like Derek Queen. That's what Tim Duncan said. Can you imagine Derek Queen and Wemby in the pick and roll?
Listen, that shit actually would be elite. And you could
I think it would be fire. I'm not even bullshit.
You at the 4 under that circumstance too, because you got the ultimate rim protector.
And you got shooting, and you got perimeter defense. To me, that's a great trade for both people.
That's a great deal. I would need Vassell too.
You getting a little greedy. I ain't gonna lie, boy.
Because you got to make salary work. So who are we doing for her?
But Herb and DQ is about 20. Vassell himself with Harper making about 12.
Is he?
Yeah, because he's number 2 pick. So let me see exactly, so I get you exact number. But yeah, he making about 12. He number 2 pick. So Harper is making almost 13.
What's the deal again? Say it one more time.
For me, I would, if I'm asking, if we on the phone already, right? Like, hey, before I let you go, shout out to everybody in the building too. Make sure y'all hit the like button before I let you go. I'm like, look, how about Dylan Harper? But you got Fox. It's gonna be hard to move that contract.
Yes.
If you did want to move it, you got Fox. Dylan Harper, and let's just say fucking whatever minimum you got salary, whatever, right? Or matter of fact, let's say if they would give you Champagne, right? If they would give you Champagne, to me, this is, I ain't gonna lie, this deal kind of highway robbery on the cool. Dylan Harper and Champagne for her, Derek Queen, and the Bucks pick. That's not fair. I ain't gonna lie, that is fair. That's fair for both people. Louisiana guess they're not trading Harper for nothing. I wouldn't either, right? Look, we deep in fantasy land right now.
But I ain't gonna lie. I'd do that shit, and it would make it would stabilize the fuck out their roster.
And look, it would help the Pelicans tremendously because now you got 1, 2, and 3. And depending on how you feel about Zion, you got them boys sewn up. You got then 2 of them on rookie scale deals. It's no more questions about the front court. Like, what do I do with it? Like, boy, you just got to go find you the best center possible at that point, and you still got people to trade.
Trey Z, Fears, and Dylan.
Trey Z, Dylan, and yeah, that's 4 right there.
Yeah. Ooh, and then you still got DeJounte you can move. You still got Poole you can deal with.
They would never do it. They would never do it. We just in a fantasy world, but I'm just saying, like, if we was talking about who we would try to target with that pick, it would be nice. So let's go on. You got Detroit with pick 21. I don't think they need her.
Listen, before we moved on from that, I ain't gonna lie. That fucking DQ Wemby combination would be crazy.
Yeah, that would be nice. that would be nice.
Or their front court would be legit for like talk about DQ hitting his peak.
Yeah.
Balls, bro, he would look incredible under those circumstances.
Shout out to Anthony. What do you think of this? Say, Chaz, Chaz, what would you guys give up in a trade for Tyler Hero 13 and a future second?
I don't know what they feel about Tyler here. I like Tyler.
I like Tyler, but you got to sign him to an extension. Well, you don't have to, but the Milwaukee Bucks pick would be off the table.
Huh?
Bucks pick would be off the table, I think.
No, I wouldn't do that. You could have Poole and DeJounte for Tyler at 13.
Yeah, it would probably be like DeJounte and Herb. I would trade DeJounte and Herb for Tyler Hero in 13.
I think Herb tracks out about 13. 13, 14, the mid.
Yeah, I don't want to be disrespectful. Herb is at least like 14.
Yeah, I'm saying like the mid pitch 13, like 13. If there was like Herb for 13 in the second, we trying to get off Hero. We need to expire, and they won't take Poole to expire.
And that's what
point guard to go with whatever.
And that's what it's all about, because it's like what I mentioned the Lakers earlier. It's about what your team needs.
Yeah.
Like, even if let's say the Lakers had 13, hypothetically. Even if the Lakers was like Herb ain't worth pick 13, it was like you need someone exactly like Herb, and you got the money, bitch, you gonna pay. Take your ass to the store with that, like Ice Cube told them people. So, but I would probably do DeJounte. Who the contract doesn't finish till 32?
But
Tyler Hero don't have an extension yet, if I'm not mistaken.
He didn't sign no deal. I think he got like 2 years left, and one of them might be like a player.
I thought this was his expiring player option right now. This is his final year. He become an unrestricted free agent. 27 years old.
They got to do something with Tyler anyway. That's why they talk about the Milwaukee deal, because what you gonna do? They not gonna teams like that.
I think Anthony might be talking about Herb. My bad. Go ahead.
Oh, maybe. Fuck. I don't know.
One thing I learned, Jay Stein, is that a player's reputation will take them a long way, and also people don't watch the Pelicans.
Not only do people don't watch the Pelicans, people don't watch games.
People don't watch games.
Media don't watch games. Like when you see these people voting on stuff, they be like, "How the fuck they voted for this?" These dudes ain't watching the games. They box score watching. You know what I mean? They see what they hear about people. They watching highlights. Man, you think these media people really watching all of these different teams and stuff like that? Man, they watching what's come on the TV at most. People not watching the games, bro. They don't.
Especially if you don't have it in like postseason awards. Like, shout out to Keith Smith, who designed Spot Track. It's like him and his partners is like, Keith Smith don't watch no Pelicans games. He just don't. And I've listened to him talk about like Tim McMahon don't really, Wendy don't really like, they don't want, because it's like, why would you realistically?
You know how you know people really not watching games when what's Kenny them show? Inside the NBA,
yeah.
No, when when they get teams like when the Pelicans were on like the play-in and stuff like that, and they was killing the Pelicans team and stuff like that. And it's like, dog, they let you know that they aren't watching you until you are the game that they're covering.
They pride themselves on not watching games, bro.
Yes, and just
like,
you gotta show up right now. Like the game that's on TV right now, that's what most people do. People not really sitting there grinding, watching games, studying film and shit like that. That's not what this NBA people that follow the NBA is.
So all right, so now you get into Lakers, some of these picks. I think they're all around in the same bucket. Even with Cleveland at 29, it's like
ain't nothing really popping with that.
Like, like you wouldn't trade her for 29.
We'll give you a future second or something. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, like you probably could get into the end of the draft because I think
you probably could move for cash considerations.
I think that as well, and I also think like certain teams like Denver, they don't want to draft a motherfucker in the first round because you got to pay him. There's a guaranteed contract, pretty much. Cleveland, another team with big money issues. You don't want to have to draft a motherfucker because you got to pay him. Like a lot of these teams with like salary cap issues, they like, damn, we don't want to have to draft somebody.
No,
because then it becomes a money issue. So
especially when they take multiple players, like if like Charlotte got money, so it's different. But like when you start taking like if you got multiple picks in the first round. And you think about maybe going get a free agent or two, you know what I mean? Kind of round out the roster. You're like, I might be more willing to move some of my picks because we got future plans.
So, at this point, we're going to transition to some of the second round prospects, maybe late first prospects, depending on how things fall. And shout out to everybody in the building. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Anthony had it. Well, what else you say? Well, Black, what's happening, homie? Anthony says, I think my Heat are going to pull out of the Giannis sweepstakes because they're asking for Tyler Hero, Khalil Ware, and KJ the 13th first round, pick 27 and pick 29. That seemed like a fair price, to be honest.
That's all right for Giannis.
That seemed fair, to be honest, because
realistically, all y'all giving up
is Ware in 13 and 27, 29. And if you got Giannis, that pick in 27 and 29 really shouldn't be that good. 29 would be the question.
Yeah. And then so Tyler anyway.
Yeah, Tyler about to be a free agent. I'm sure Pat don't really want to bring him back.
Ware ain't really playing for y'all. I mean, and then again, for y'all to maximize Ware, like again, you talking about Ware to Giannis. That's not really a thing. 13th round pick, maybe they play for like the 13th pick, maybe they play for y'all. But like,
yeah, I actually think this is a pretty fair deal, honestly.
Yeah, if the Bucks was willing to take that, like
the Bucks, and I honestly, I don't see a team offering much more than this. Truthfully, I don't think Giannis is going to net a crazy return. But that's also why if you're the Bucks, you're like, I need my picks back because that's the only way we really gonna get out the dungeon in the next 4 or 5 years. But fuck, you might keep Giannis and be in the dungeon anyway. You really don't know, like when them injuries start to stack up.
Yep.
So I wanted to talk about this guy, man. Really interesting prospect. Named Baba Miller, played in Cincinnati. Very, very interesting prospect, man. I'm not sure you're familiar with him. I got a scouting read on him. Shout out to my guy, also Jawan, man. He did a really great job. I'm gonna put his LinkedIn in the description because I had never heard of Baba Miller because I don't start following the draft until the Pelicans actually get a pick. But I wanted to showcase some of his highlights and get your thoughts on this guy and how you view him.
My partner was talking to me. No, my partner was telling me about him. Mike, that I do the show with. Shout out to you, Mike. He was like, dog, they got a couple players that might go in the second round that I think if we got them, fits exactly what it is that Joe Dumars looks like they want to be in the future. And I was like, what are you talking? You like, dog, Baba Miller, and then what's your boy name? Brazil, dog.
Yeah.
Ooh, them two. That's the two that if I could come out of the draft with both of them,
mm-hmm.
Second round picks, I'd be happy with, to be honest.
Like,
I'd be happy with.
Looking at some of his measurements, he's pretty much 7 foot, 6'11". They measure with no shoes off, if I'm not mistaken. From Spain, 208, a little light in the pads. Need to put on some weight, probably has already. 34-inch max vertical, but fuck you, 7 feet tall. Lane agility, 10.7 shuttle, etc., etc. So standing reach, 9'3", wingspan, 7'1". Because when you see Mara have a wingspan of like 7'7", you get a little bit spoiled, I guess. Can't shoot a lick this past season. Free throw, even from free throw perspective, 65% at the line. Average 13 and 10. Can pass the ball. I've seen him do some nice moves in the half court. Can block, can rim defend. So to me, he measures out as a fringe power forward center. But he can't shoot. But we're gonna look at some of his highlights and say his projected NBA percentage is 31%. That's not awful for a center, but
nah, I ain't gonna lie. If I'm right, if again we talking about a second round pick, like I just need you to do what Eves do or better.
Yeah, and it's like if you're the Pelicans, you gotta take shots on. Look, and because this is something that bothers me. You got role player motherfuckers, right? That went to different teams. These dudes don't even be playing.
No.
Or they like the 5th or 6th best player on the team, and they be taking shots at the Pelicans. So if you got role playing motherfuckers turn their nose up on you, shitting on the city.
Ass, respectfully?
Nah, because he ain't really say nothing.
Oh, okay.
But if you got motherfuckers like taking shots at you or turning their nose up at you in free agency, you're gonna have to hit some home runs in the second round and in these late first rounds. So let's take a look at Bro's footage and we'll just go over it. He's a hell of an athlete.
Yes.
Let's see here. Cincinnati. Fair use, by the way. Don't try to hate on the nigga.
Okay. I'm requesting after we continue this. Yeah, boy, let it go. I like him on the run too.
What you were saying though?
No, I was saying after this, I'm requesting that we watch I don't know if you watched the Brazil Trayvon.
No, I haven't. I've never seen him.
Okay, great. Let's watch his videos after this so we could get your live reaction to some of his tape. That boy is athletic, dog. That boy is athletic.
He looks stronger. He plays stronger than he looks also.
Yeah, and you know what I like about him too? Again, he's like kind of like a big wing. You know what I mean? Like, and if that's the case, I'm cool with that.
Put the ball on the floor a little bit, finish out the rim. Now, this isn't college competition. Oh, Lord.
But that's fine, though, dog. Put the ball on the floor, get by a man, attack.
Oh, that was nice. Yeah, like, the thing with shooting, oh, my God, nice Euro. The thing with shooting is, like, you got to hope that a guy can just become respectable. Oh, my God. This dude, he might go in the late first. I think he's projected to go anywhere between like 17 and the early second.
Dude,
You
can't teach, dog. You can't teach athleticism. You can't teach the dog.
Can't teach 7 foot.
No.
He's an older prospect too. I think he's 22, if I'm not mistaken.
Which is perfect in my opinion if you talk about late picks, because you
don't got time to nurture no kids.
And we don't have time to do all that. We need you to be able to step in and play potentially.
And look, this is some stuff from him and the combine. I'm going to stop this here and I'm going to switch to the combine tab and to show some of the things he did.
Big spring up the court and you kind of.
Hopefully the stream don't cut out. Fair use. Shit. Like they be hating though. Nice roll. Nice finish through contact.
He moves well too.
Yeah, look like fluid athlete, not a big clunky motherfucker.
Look,
dude, nice off that dribble. I ain't gonna lie.
Know your game. Take them off the dribble. Like that's another thing I like to put. Like older players know what they good at. You know what I mean?
Hit a three from the right wing. Yeah, older players, not perfected, but they've been playing long enough to it's like I kind of know my game at this point, my strengths and weaknesses. Yeah, right, easy dunk. He looked like a big wing, like you say. Yeah. I can see him playing the 4. 3, 4.
Just bro,
Small ball 5.
How we going? How I think they're gonna play is deny shit at the rim. You know what I mean? Pressuring defense, get out in transition, finish. And if you put a bunch of players out there, what was he? 6'10"?
He's 6'11".
6'11", 6'10", 6'11", wing. Dog. That's similar to what Orlando had anyway, playing a bunch of them tall ass wings out there. You know what I mean? Just big line. That's another problem with a lot of our lineups. Everybody too small.
Oh, yeah, that's the thing too, bro. With the Pelicans, that's why even when people mention like Herb or some of the other guys, I'm like, you can't like this because Herb likes to defend or DeJounte likes to defend. Them dudes are small compared to like where the NBA is right now for its physicality and stuff like that. Man, like no, like you gotta have some dudes with some strength
and not just the strength, style of play. This dude attacking the paint. Like you want to be a guy that like they want to be a team that gets paint touches and kickouts, right?
Right.
Every piece of film that you showed was him getting downhill, attacking the paint, right?
Right.
Whether it's a finish or a kick out or something like that. So even the players you bring in on like your bench units and stuff, I want them all to, not saying similar skill sets, but like if I want to be a downhill team, everybody on my team need to be able to be wings, defend, downhill. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
so what my style of play don't shift that much. Is his name Trevin Brazil?
Yes.
Okay, let me type in. I'm about to find him now. Trevin Brazil. What's the low on? What's his measurements? Paul.
He like 6'10", played with Arkansas, been there for a while as an older player as well. Shoot the ball, athletic, not really much off the dribble, which I personally like. Which I but the measurables are there. Like and I think the style of play is for like an off ball, upside kind of play, like just seem like he could get on the floor and be able to play. I'm good with that.
What how you feel about this defense? For Young Titty who asks, I don't know if you're talking about Brazil or what's homie name again?
I think
or Baba Miller.
Or Baba Miller. I think both of them have. I think it's tough to say because in like the videos you ain't really see them like sliding their feet or nothing like that, right? But I think you're gonna see. I think you'll see because of the size and the athleticism, they'll be able to do stuff like defend the. Look at that! Give me that shit.
Nice rim, nice block. Oh, hell of a motor he got right there from what we've seen. Oh Lord! No, that boy look like Jared Allen right there. He kind of reminds me of Jared Allen. Looking at him,
look, that's rim protection. Give me that.
Oh, he looked like Jared Allen to me. I ain't gonna lie. Nice explosiveness.
It's a wing, though.
Why do you think he's fallen in the draft?
Because he's older.
That's the only reason you think?
I think so. I think older players tend to go later in the drafts.
Well, why do you think he hasn't declared earlier? I mean, has he stayed at the same college?
I think he's been at Arkansas at least the last 2 seasons.
Okay.
That's a lot of rim defense right now.
It is. It definitely is, especially if you're talking about second round prospects. Oh Lord. The reason I say that, can he shoot?
Yes.
Hold on. Let me see. Trevor.
Iggy. Hang out.
Divine Brazil, probably his name. Lily. 6'10", 230. Dang, he don't look 230.
We don't need him. No, he can't.
34% from the three. Let's see. This year averaged 13 and 7. 1 steal a game, 1 block a game. Well, over 1 steal a game, over 1 block, over 1 assist. Shot 34% from behind the arc on 3 attempts. 35% shooter historically, so he's a solid 3-point shooter. Free throw percentage shot 71% this year, 62% for his career. He's a senior, so I'm guessing he probably like 21, 22. Dude look like a baller. Dude like he play.
Listen, a lot of these are just showing like the athleticism and the rim defense. I know it say he can't dribble. I'm cool with that because
he's 23. Still can say he's 23.
Listen, I'm cool. Shout out to you, Mike. Appreciate it. I'm cool with him not being a dribbler because I personally think we got enough people that handle the damn ball anyway. Like it'd be nice to have some actual floor spaces, some cutters, or something. Because again, as of right now, you got Z. You got DeJounte, you got Fears, you got DQ. You know what I mean? All these people handling the ball. He was at Missouri.
You know what? I'm sorry. This not necessarily a bad thing, but the more I watch him and think about the dribbling thing, you know who this really looks like to me? Larry Nance. And look, in today's NBA, if Larry Nance could stay healthy and could ball, Larry Nance would be a hell of a player to have.
I wish
he started from Missouri one season.
Find the videos with his shooting, dog. Like he's a really good.
Talking about Trevon,
yeah,
I mean, my bad.
Yeah, bro. Because of the he was able to get he played this season with A-Cuff, so he was getting a lot of
like open
threes
cuts
and stuff like that, but knocking them down. Knocking them down, though. That's all. That's in my opinion. That's all we.
Mike keeps saying he's 23. I don't know if that's a bad thing or a good thing, Mike. Because Peavy, 24?
Something like that. Yeah, I think so.
I think Michael Peavy might be 24. Derek is 21, I think. So they all older prospects.
Yeah, but I personally think, for me, with a player like both players that we showed, if you look, shout out to Mike. Shout out to the last one.
He also stayed longer because of his NIL deal.
I'm
Get
with
that money, bro.
Yeah,
get that bread, bro.
I'm with that. But I think about our team specifically. A couple of things that we lack. We lack size. We lack athleticism, and that's a player that I could see us playing at the 4, right? If I'm gonna go get Naz Reid, right?
Well,
I'm not saying he's Naz Reid. I'm just saying.
No, I'm saying I don't want Naz Reid, but I get your point. I know a lot of people do.
If I can go get a 6'10" dude in the second round that can play sparingly, space the floor, shoot, give me that kind. Because Peavy don't have that size.
No,
and that, you know what I mean. And that letter, like realistically, the only person close to that is what Eves and fucking Trey.
I would be comparing, but see, I would be comparing him because I think you probably can play him, especially if he's not like a dud offensively. You could play him in some positions at the 3 sometimes or at the 4 because I don't want to see I don't want to see a ton of lineups with DQ at the 5. So I want to. So if he can be on the floor with a Derek or a this other guy like Trey.
So this is how I look at it, right? A lot of what Trey was successful at, which made DQ good. Let me say, so what DQ was successful at was a lot of Trey's off-ball cuts, lobs, right? Him being able to pass, get wide open threes, stuff like that.
Yeah.
When Trey comes out, one of the things that was a problem for DQ is you didn't have anybody else that could do anything similar to what Trey was doing, right? Now you just find a second round player cheaply that also gives you some of the things like that. So now I got him on the wing next to DQ. I still got the lob threat, a guy that can knock down the open 3. And as we saw, he was able to defend the rim. You know what I mean? Was able to be
and he could get steals, and he got a crazy wingspan, so he's gonna get deflections.
Exactly.
Get out of fast break, run the court. I like him as well. I would be interested in where is he projected to be drafted?
I looked up a mock draft today. They had him at bottom of the 2nd.
He must be an asshole. He must be an asshole.
Bro, listen. So I don't know. I'd have to look up the recent ones.
Right.
I gotta look up a recent mock, but the last mock I looked up had him at
I see him at 48.
You get what I'm like?
That's Bleacher Report got him at 40 to Boston.
Again, you still talking in the second round. That's
the consensus is probably 33. High if he was gonna go high.
Vertical. How tall is he? 6'10"?
I believe so.
So 41 and a half vertical at 6'10". And he, again, we ain't show the videos of him shooting. He's shooting that bitch.
He is a guy to me that, especially when you've been in college for a long time, you could just find yourself bored with the NBA.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe you can project. He looked just like Larry Nance to me, though. I know I said he looked just like Larry Nance. I know I said Jared Allen earlier, but the more I'm looking at him, he looked like Larry Nance. So here's this draft profile. And we got just one more after this. But you got Trevor Brazile, max vertical 41. He's 6'10. Let's just say 6'11. I'm assuming they're measuring him barefoot. I'm assuming.
Yeah.
But
220.
So,
he's bigger than the other dude.
No, other was 6'11.
No,
6'11.
Weight wise.
Say what? Weight wise?
Your boy
Miller.
Miller was 209. This dude 226.
Yeah, I don't believe neither one of them, to be honest.
Nah.
I don't believe that. Looking at that dude, I don't believe 226. And looking at Miller, I don't believe Miller 208. And maybe I don't know when this happened. Like, is this like, I don't know if they measured his weight at the combine, because if that's the case, then fuck, it is what it is. But he don't look in college. He ain't look no motherfucking 226. Maybe though, who knows?
Yeah,
Everybody build is different. He could be all muscle, but lane agility. So he got across the board incredible numbers. Standing reach 9'1", wingspan crazy. Like his wingspan is more than Miller as well, if I'm not mistaken. I think Miller was 7'1", had a 7'1" wingspan. Go ahead.
This we talking about second round swings. So
yeah, if this dude was 19, he'd be in the first round. Somebody might reach and get him in the first round also.
We should reach. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, we ain't got no pick, but I get your point.
But I'm saying, like,
would you take him at 25?
Fucking right.
Oh, damn, you would. So if
so this is my thing. My thing. I'm looking at.
I probably would too. I ain't gonna lie. Looking at this,
so who we looking at in there? So unless like somebody then fell, right? Unless somebody up there and fell, like again, I personally think we need more wings. Like aside from the center, and I saw some centers that we like.
You could get by with like an okay center though.
Yeah, and I'm trying to go like respectfully. I'm trying to go get like Mitchell Robinson or one of them anyway. Like I'm trying to go get actual NBA body to come play center for me. Like I'm going to get I'm trying to go get like a starting level center. So I'm not unless I get Mara or something like that. I'm not really looking for a center late because I still got Eves.
Right.
I think the team needs more potential wings because I think that's our weakness. To be honest, I
think the perimeter is pretty weak. Even I think the backcourt after Fears is like it's real shallow because
you really only got Poole.
Yeah, Poole's a two. Poole a damn afterthought. That's crazy. I forgot all about him.
Yeah,
Poole, and you don't know if he's gonna be on the team. Yeah, Poole, Fizz, and Murray, and Point Herb. And then you already heard like Mosley say he pretty much alluded to more Point Zion.
Yes.
Whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, we'll see. But he pretty much alluded to more Point Zion.
Yeah, I think you need wings, man. So that's why I'm looking at Cameron Carr. And he
checks every box, bro.
I personally want more off-ball wings as well. Like, not that you can't be able, he can put the ball on the floor enough to be able to do, which I don't need you overly dribbling. I need you to catch and shoot, cut and finish, be strong with the ball. You know what I mean? Yeah. Stuff like that. Like, and fucking, I throw that bitch up at the top of the block, the top of the square, go get it. We don't even have nobody else other than Z really in Eve and Carlo from time to time that just like, we don't have no real wings that get like those highlight blocks.
Oh yeah, not blocks, of course. Yeah.
Yeah, like just somebody in transition. Realistically, even on the break, you get somebody on the break, you get Z and Trey really the only ones that could dunk and look athletic. Like we need some fucking athleticism.
With this guy, I think you working with him and trying to get his 3-point percentage up to like maybe 35, 36.
I'm with that.
If possible. But he checks nearly every box. Now the question is probably going to be his motor and physicality because he got like a skinnier frame. So if you drafted him to play him at the 3, and maybe he's a Carlo replacement, maybe, but you drafted him pretty much to play him at the 3. Otherwise,
I'm taking 3.
So 13, 7, 1, like this is very impressive averages. And the only red flag would be his age, the length of time in college, probably again due to the NIL deal. And I guess like, yo, why did you fall? Like, why didn't you commit rather? Because you everything is off the charts. One would think you could have been in the NBA a couple of years ago, unless you was, it just didn't pan out till now. Shit happens when it happens. Yeah. So that's interesting. We have one more guy. I'm not gonna spend a ton of time on this one because I think we kind of know what kind of player this projects to be and why the Pelicans would have some interest if they genuinely do have interest. And that's gonna be the homie Solomon Washington, Carver's finest. Bounced around. Yes, indeed. And see what the brother got to offer. This is from year before last because they didn't have like an extensive highlight package for him from this past season. But this is him at my bad. This is him at Texas A&M. I think with his build and height, 6'7", big guard, probably about 240, something like that. 220 to 240. Just physical wing. Rebound, I think he averaged 9.9. Not a shooter. Didn't showcase a ton of offensive game. But I think again, you're looking at a perimeter guy. Like I think honestly, if they don't make a pick and that pick stays where it's at, this is the type of guy you're looking at.
I agree. I think like honestly, I don't even see him picking him now. I think that's more like a
undrafted free agent type guy.
Camp body.
I can see that.
Somebody that's just gonna beat people up in camp,
like Jarvis Springer was. Guy like that.
Motherfuckers getting on this shit, a summer league body or something like that.
Speaking of two ways, I hope they don't bring Trey Alexander back.
It sounds like they will. He's been there working out.
I know you've been working out. But it's like, bro, you didn't show nothing. Like, jeez, and damn. That was a hell of a finish through contact in that collision. Oh, boy! I thought that was him shooting that bit.
That form ugly, boy. I ain't gonna lie. That shooting form is terrible.
I don't know who that was who shot that motherfucker, but that was bad. But he got the rebound and the putback. That was bad. Yeah. I think we pretty much know what he is.
Yeah. And again, the fact that they brought him in for a workout again, man, I just think it shows that they're getting ready to kind of start their process. Undrafted free agents, if something come available to them, I think they're gonna be open to it. I like both of the second round dudes that we.
Yeah, I like them both. I'll be happy with either one. That dude Brazil look good though. Both of them look. They got the size, got the athleticism, defense. That's why you got coaches. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Shooting, Brazil seems to be further along.
And it's ideally, man. We don't know because the thing is we don't know what it is they'll actually do or who they might might target now that Mosley's in the building. You know what I mean? Maybe they because last year they took Peavy. Not saying that they wouldn't have taken Peavy again. But now that Jamal Mosley's in the building, maybe he has a more specific type of guy that he likes. You know what I mean? That they can add kind of into their thinking when they're looking at players.
It says Billy Richmond has withdrawn from the draft.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with Billy, but damn, Billy.
That was the name that somebody had put in the chat earlier. As of right now, though, where we at, if we looking at second round, late first kind of people, I ain't gonna lie. Trevon Brazil is like my ideal situation kind of guy. I just think
I would be happy with it.
We look at potential upside, checks boxing, and again, motherfucker might not pan out, but I'd rather take my chance on somebody who's 6'10", athletic.
She look like
he
spin the rim. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Like, and my thing too is like, bro, you can't shout out to Michael Peavy because Michael Peavy, he was able to put the ball in the bucket a little bit. Need to get him if that corner three could be like 37, 38%, that would be awesome.
Yeah.
But you can't have one more no offense player.
No.
You can't have a Peavy, Herb, and a guy with no offense. Like, you got to start trimming the fat with that. Even if you're going defense first, it's like you win the game by having more points than the other team at the end.
Yes.
So you got to get some people that can score.
And Mosley did 5. I personally think Mosley lost his job because they went so long having people that weren't able to put it in put the ball in the hole.
Yeah, Isaac, Wendell Carter Jr. barely played.
Yeah,
KCP was bad. It was a lot of bad basketball with that roster. Well, yo, shout out to everybody in the building, man. Make sure y'all hit the like button. We're gonna move on to the start questions, bro. You got anything else you want to mention before we get to start questions, fam?
No, bro, I'm good. I think us even covering second round picks right now is.
And look, we got more. We got more for the next episode because these might be second round guys. Shit, somebody gonna reach.
Say, bro, you never know.
Shout out to Sam Kim in the building. They say if our offense is the same but our defense is top 10, what you think the record would be?
Our offense is bad to me.
Yeah, I think our offense was pretty bad. Honestly, I think the offense was extremely, like how people complain about Mosley. I think the offense was extremely ISO heavy and reliable.
Yeah, but to answer the question, if the offense is the same and the defense is top 10, I think. Again, man, I think you could crack close to 40 wins.
40, that's it?
I'm saying if we're at in the top 10, like on the outside of the top 10, or is this
like let's say the defense is 9 and the offense, what was the offense ranked this season? Our offense.
I don't know. People talk about like it was amazing and that.
Yeah, let's say that ain't gonna be a good team. Well, then again, Orlando ranked 19th this season. Yeah, so if the Pelicans are 10 defensively and they can get their offense to like 14th, I think that's a solid 45 win team.
I think if you have a top 10 defense throughout the season, you're gonna give you a chance. So, bro, if you got a top 10 defense, you're gonna give yourself a lot of wins in the regular season because people like regular season basketball is completely different from
it's night and day
from postseason basketball. If you playing defense throughout the regular season consistently and you just at least healthy, I think you get close to like 40 wins.
That's honest. Like in the NBA. I mean, in the postseason, Orlando looked elite.
Yeah, they are
just because they play defense.
They're ready to sweep.
Yeah, like it's
Pistons.
Yeah. My goal is that the Pelicans have like a top 12 offense and maybe like top 16 defense. Like, I don't think the defense even needs to be top 10, honestly. I think with this roster, until you get like a crazy center and like strong physical point of attack guys on the perimeter, I think it's a stretch. But it's possible.
I think schematically they just they're going to, you know what I think it's going to look like? I think it's going to look like Detroit last year.
With Michael Beasley and Hardaway and them guys?
When Bickerstaff first got there, right? Remember, they weren't really known as a defensive team throughout all of like they had lost our identity. And what Bickerstaff did, he got there was just like, fuck that. We're going to play physical and foul people. Knock people down. We just not going to be pushovers. Isaiah Stewart was out there trying to fight people and whatnot. So I think they're going to look something like that. And if I'm not mistaken, what did that team win? That team won like 40
number one. Like 40. Number one. Oh, last year I forgot.
No, not this year. The year before that. Like they made the playoffs, but they like just got in. I think it was like 40 wins or some 40 something wins. I think they look similar to what Detroit looked like a season ago because in all they really did, they added some shooting, but Cade was finally healthy and started playing, and they just put the ball in Cade's hand all fucking game.
And that's some like the shooting was just phenomenal. like Michael Beasley was just phenomenal.
Beasley was wet over there.
It was an outlier, but it was like phenomenal.
Him and Hardaway Jr. was on fire.
But I'll say, again, man, if the Pelicans could just rebound consistently, that'll just by proxy move them up a few spots.
Yeah,
like, and that's how simple it is to move up. You could watch the Pelicans, like for a long time, the Pelicans were like, even with Willie Green, it was like the Pelicans forced the most missed shots. And it's like, no, if you look at that stat deeper, guys miss wide open shots against the Pelicans. The Pelicans ain't doing shit, they just miss it. So shout out to Michael Morgan. He said, do you think the Pels will use their second round pick? Well, what up with your Ed Johnson? Appreciate you joining, bro.
Absolutely think they're gonna use that pick.
I think if they can't get a first, they'll use it. If they do get a first, I don't think they'll use it. No, that's just too many roster spots.
Phoenix won 45 games last year.
That's why I say people like the West gonna be easier than the East moving forward, though. Like I just think so.
The 45 games last year. Portland won 42. Golden State made the play-in with 37 wins.
The way, and then none of them teams really got pathways to getting better.
No.
If the Pelicans had a decent coach this year, the Pelicans could have made it.
If the Clippers move Kawhi, it's over. Like Golden State still don't know.
You still got a couple teams in the West that's gonna be tanking as well. Like Memphis gonna tank. Sacramento
gonna tank. Utah gonna try and compete, but like you're gonna have opportunities. Like you're gonna have opportunities.
I think the East is gonna be more difficult personally. Clarence said, what should we target if we get back to the first round this year? I think you said was what, high level perimeter players? Well, high upside potentially perimeter players.
Yeah, if you're not high enough to take like Mara as the center, and I ain't gonna much lie, it's not even that I'm in love with Mara, but at the same time, it's like if you got an opportunity to take the 7'3" center that defends and pass, and all that shit, you almost have to.
Right, just on GP.
Yeah, but if it's not him, I'm personally going with one of the with a wing player. I think we need wing depth and wing help. And to be honest, wings have in my opinion, the highest opportunities of becoming stars. And
it's still a perimeter-driven league.
Absolutely.
No matter what. Like threes, there's more points than twos, bro. Like getting to the free throw line, etc. It's a perimeter-driven league still.
I want one of these dudes to turn into Jalen Johnson. I need I need to take my chances on. And they got the ball in their hand more.
Yep. The Carter says we drafted Zion. Who has been the Pels' worst draft pick? Just saying. For me, it had to be Kyra. Kyra out of the league.
You know who
between Kyra and Hawkins, I think.
Probably one of those two. You know what's an unfair thing? What's your boy that Trajan drafted that tore his ACL in the summer league?
EJ
Liddell. Now, EJ Liddell is obviously not the worst pick, but Trajan coming out there saying if you would have came out last year, we'd have took you last year. And then
a 6'4" power forward.
No. Like
and look, EJ Liddell was okay, but it was like at best, like if everything went right, he could have been called Landry.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's a 6'4" power forward coming off ACL
doing, bro?
In the second round. Like Trajan was terrible, though. Like honestly, Trajan was terrible. Trajan drafted Nicolo Melli. He wasted another. Well, he didn't draft Nicolo. Wasted another second round pick on Diva Lozada. Like man, Trajan, whatever. Like that motherfucker.
We just looked at a dude that's possibly gonna go in the second round, and like
that motherfucker was throwing darts. Like he's like, you sound good. Like it's nothing, bro.
Took you last year. It's like, all right, dog. Okay, but
Jay Stein say realistically, 2 seconds to get rid of Herb's 100 mil would be a dream come true. Oh, I guess he means taking back 2 seconds.
I need more than that.
Yeah, I need more than that. Even if it was like 31 and 31, I would need a little more. But well, that contract is so bad. I would have to just talk myself into her being healthy and being better. Like, I mean, if that was the only offer that was out there, if that was the only offer, I probably would do it. Just because I would value the salary cap space more. Because once they get to 20 million, it's like, what the fuck. These say there's a high possibility we could get Miles Turner. I don't want Miles Turner. They probably will give you Miles Turner right now.
Miles Turner was out there ratting, dog. I don't want the dude that's ratting on his teammates. Whether you're telling the truth, the line or not, keep the locker room shit inside. Like, keep it to yourself.
Miles Turner just don't check no boxes to me.
Like
he would have to have a phenomenal year this year, rebounding and shit like that.
I don't think I don't think we're in a position to put Miles Turner in the best situation to do what he does. Well.
Like, I would take him. Like, if it was a situation where it's like, look,
they give him away.
They give him away. Like, you gotta be like, all right, fuck it. But then you think about the years left on the contract. Then he got a trade kicker that he probably won't waive. He just don't rebound. And to me, if you want your defensive rating to go up, you have to rebound. Like, he just don't rebound. Like, that just drives me crazy.
I'd rather have Wendell Carter.
Now, Miles play more than Wendell, but there's a familiarity there.
But
he's cheaper. For the money, I'd rather have Wendell.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'd rather, if I gotta take Miles, I'd rather have Carter for like what, a third of what he make, a half of what he make.
About half.
Yeah.
If the money the same, I'm probably rolling with Wendell Carter Jr. Also, Michael Morgan say, I really wonder what center they trade for. That's interesting. Let's see. I mean, it's gonna be interesting to see.
Let me ask you this question. What's your over under on transactions? Like 3. Let's say I'm gonna say 3. You think they add 3 or they do more than 3 moves?
I'm gonna say I'm taking the under on 3. It's either 3 or below.
Okay.
3 or below. I think they do at least 2. Wait, when you talking about trades?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say 2.
2?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because 3 would be a lot. And then now I think it's gonna be like multiple people going out.
Yeah.
3. Like,
you probably see like one big. Oh, let me ask you: how many players you think they move?
Well, what up, Bryce? I think. Now that's a great question. I think 3.
3 players.
I think 3 players. I think I think 3 because one of the big money guys would have to move, right?
Yeah. Pool of
for any trade that really makes sense. That before you could really get better. Herb, I think if you really want to get an early first round pick, mid first round pick, Herb would have to move, or even for salary. And I think they really would like to get rid of Hawkins. So that's the 3. I'm gonna say one of Poole and DeJounte, Herb, and Hawkins. So I think those are the 3 that get traded ultimately.
I'd be forgetting about Hawkins.
A dark horse of mine, which I don't think will be traded, but a dark horse is Eve Measy.
I can see that.
I don't think he'll be traded, but I think he's a dark horse.
I think he is a dark horse, but I think Eve bought himself a little.
He bought himself some time, and I think
showing up at the press.
Well, I think that, and I think he ended like how he played against Orlando. It's like, who the fuck is this guy?
He ended the season on a high note.
Yeah,
I think he bought himself some good collateral. You know what I mean? I think Mosley, when he was probably thinking about the job, probably like, what the fuck they got over there? You know what I mean?
This is how you know so much shit is coach talk, because Mosley was complimenting people that don't do none of the things he was. No, I don't want to say what name or who, you know. But
I'm gonna say this too about DQ. DQ is terrible defensively, but
in the post he's good.
But I was just about to say there are moments where you can see him guard bigs in the post one-on-one, and he do a good job. He does have good like anticipatory skills, like as a he gets stripped, and he had a good bit of like below the rim blocks and stuff like that too, which is just kind of weird if you watch him.
You know, I was telling my girl about this the other day. I was like, sometimes when people come to like a funeral and they like was friends with the person, but they don't really know the person like that, like they don't know the rest of the family, they don't be knowing what to say. Like some people, you get up there, you just be like, one thing about Mike, he will curse you out, and everybody like, don't get on Mike's bad side. Like you don't know what to say. You just saying shit. We all gonna miss Mike. Mike, he was nice, but don't get him mad. Like all these like things that you can say about anybody.
Yeah.
Fucking slogans like, well, yeah, I hope it all work out. DQ is a hell of a defender in the post, in my opinion. Josh Murdoch in the building said, would y'all trade Anthony Davis back if he was available for trade? I would.
I ain't gonna lie. I asked Mike earlier about that. He was like, "Fuck no." I guess he bitter about how Anthony Davis rolled out. But I'll tell you what, Anthony Davis solves a lot of problems.
If he play, yeah, he solves a lot. He solves a lot.
He solves so many problems, though.
Also, bro, again, like I said earlier,
would you give him an extension?
I probably wouldn't do that. It would not for that money, because you don't play, dog. Like you just never. You're the same player that left. Like really, you never really became a better shooter. You never became a better defender because you were already so good. You're just like an older version of the same player. Like I would probably give him like a 2-year extension, a bloated 2-year extension. What I would say too is, though, Anthony Davis, like for the people, because a lot of people like Josh Hart. Anthony Davis ain't never said the shit Josh Hart said, bro. Like again, like nigga got to pick the heroes better. But moving on. Shout out to our dog Pelican Nola, always showing love. He said, how many of these $30 million players do the Pelicans move on from? I'm gonna say one. I think
eventually two, but I think
eventually two, yeah.
I think eventually two for sure one. Let me ask you this question while we're talking about one of them. What kind of extension would they have to give Poole for you to keep him?
JP? 360. I don't want to disrespect him. It had to be that, because now it's like last season with the Wizards. He would have to have a great year for me to be like, if he's on the roster, if he had a great year, I'd be like, let's do 370.
Because I was thinking about that and kind of like, though, JP getting into like contract year, no matter where you're at, you gotta play well, and you essentially about to reset your market, and you know they ain't playing scoring guards.
Not at all. Not no combo guards.
So you a bad season away from like
Kelly Oubre probably has more value than Jordan Poole right now.
Unfortunately. So
and Jordan Poole's a better player.
Right. So again, with that being the case, if you go to Poole with like,
I just thought of something. One of Poole's best games this season, he got benched in the fourth.
The Orlando game
versus Orlando.
He was cooking.
That one of Poole's best games this season was versus Orlando. Then he got benched for no fucking reason. Like the Borrego was a disaster, bro. Look, I told you that nigga hit me up. I was like, man, your boy Poole balling. He was like, yeah, but this motherfucker Borrego here. Joe was telling him like, yo, you need to play Poole, man. What you doing? Man,
all of the people that was like the Poole DMPs, and I don't think Poole played great at all.
Yeah.
More than half of the wins that the Pelicans had came with Poole in the lineup in some form or fashion. Maybe even more than half.
And it was just like, you're not playing anyone better.
No.
Like, that's the thing. Like, Herb and Hawkins aren't better. Yeah. So, like, they're not contributing more.
Yeah.
So, that's the thing. That's the issue I really had. Whoa, what up with you, Nando? Shout out to my dog Nando in the building, man. Oh, man, that was crazy. Skull said, how many games y'all think the Pelicans win next year? I'm going to say 48.
Oof.
48.
Listen, I can't go back. I can't say 50 again because I was big on we was going to win 50 games last year because I was of the mindset that, like, we was going to fire Willie, Zion. Like, I thought Poole was going to play.
Yeah, going to ball out.
Like, I thought Eves was going to start. I thought
the Herb was about to return the phone. Trey was going to take the step.
Yes, bro. I thought everything was about to line up ideally for us because I still don't believe in the West like that.
Yeah, not this year, especially.
No, and I think we do have some good coaching. I'm going to say without knowing any of the moves, ideally, if things stay exactly the way they are and we have some health, I'm gonna say 40. As of right now, I'm starting.
Before, you know what? That's a good point you just made because it's like we ain't done shit yet. We ain't made a single move.
Yeah.
So today, I would say, how many they won last year?
26.
26.
You could have got. They had at least 10
today. I'm gonna say 39.
Yeah, they had at least 10 more wins easily on the table.
Yeah,
easily on the table.
I'm gonna say, look, Jordan say 40. I'm sorry, Jordan say 53. Clarence say 41. I'm gonna say 39. Nando say, I think Jamal about to get these boys in check. Trey and Zion alone actually playing defense can change a lot. Yeah, definitely. And again, start like if they can get them rebounders, man, get those rebounds to get out in transition, that would help a lot. Here go D with the last. You had a point, bro. You about to say?
Now, if Zion returned to form, and if Zion, people talk about Zion got to expand his game. I agree. But if Zion just looks like anything that he looked like previous to last year, like normal status quo Zion, this team is significantly better. Because again, I think he was on cruise control, right? I told you that. I thought he was trying to, like, after he had the early injury, I think he was playing, but still like kind of questioning his body to a degree.
Mm-hmm.
If shit show everywhere else, I believe if Z come back how he looked in the first two games throughout the season, this team is a complete. This is like a 40. I think we get the 45, 48 easy with the current iteration of the roster. Because I just think Mosley is going to be better with the rotations. Just simplifying the roles. Dog, just playing the same people in the same roles consistently, like, makes a difference. Because at least people can figure out what the fuck they're supposed to be doing. Borrego was really switching the lineups up every like 3 or 4 games. Dog.
He was throwing shit at the wall a lot, even when the team was healthy. It was like, bro, come on. Like, it had got ridiculous. These say, do you think Kelly Oubre is possible?
I think so.
I mean, if he take like, it depends. Because if you shed some salary and he take about like 10 mil, maybe. Mm-hmm. But then you got to find someone to move Hawkins. Like, see, that's the thing. It's just too many players on the team. And I don't know if Kelly Oubre would come to New Orleans because Kelly Oubre looking for a payday.
He from here, though. Maybe coming home, riding out in the sunset.
You know any of his people?
No.
See, he might be born here. Born here.
I might know somebody who knows somebody.
Yeah, he might know somebody knows somebody. But, you know, I don't know if people be like, I want to go home. Like, you know, like feet in the soil.
Some people like, probably be like, man, fuck that.
Yeah, I don't want to be around them begging motherfuckers, my cousins, everybody. You know, another thing. E-Dog is the last question. Appreciate you, big dog. He say, if Herb stays, does he start still?
Nope. Well, I think they're gonna start him off starting. I think he's gonna come into the center and earn an opportunity to start. But I don't think he's gonna start long if that offense looks like it did.
Who does he start over in your opinion? I think it would have to be Sadiq.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, boy, if they did that, I ain't gonna lie. If Mosley did that, if Mosley started Herb over Sadiq Bey, and he didn't have a great explanation for it, like we need somebody low usage who just gonna defend, I might be out on Mosley early.
So how I think it's gonna go to start the season, I think everybody's gonna come in on a fresh, like let's say fresh plate, right?
I think Bryce gonna get some run too for sure.
Bryce definitely gonna.
I would prefer to start Bryce over Herb, to be honest.
I think they're gonna give Herb like first arrival. Like for example, when we come into camp, right?
Yeah.
And be like first,
if Herb comes into camp, yeah.
Yeah, but like first line up the start, somebody gotta go out first. I think it's gonna be Z Trey, DeJounte, Herb, Eves. I think that's gonna be like your first 5 that you call out.
Right.
And then, if Herb looked like what Herb looked like last year, I don't think it'll be long before Sadiq Bey take that spot. But like, just if they had to play a game today, I think Herb would get the start.
I think so. I mean, over Sadiq, you think he gets the start?
Yeah, over Sadiq.
one thing, look, it was funny. It's funny. I told my girl this, and now she always say this to me too, like it's her fucking slogan. A lot of that show I used to be on too, but if I can say, it's easy to give somebody something like for money, whatever treatment, whatever. It's hard to take it away though. Like it's easy to give somebody food stamps. It's hard to be like, I'm cutting your food stamps off because that's a problem. Like with Sadiq Bey, the way Sadiq Bey played this season, and versus the way Herb played, if you go to Sadiq Bey with some team first shit, he might be like, what?
No, I'm gonna say this. If they come to camp, which I think they're gonna do, and let's say the preseason, let's say it looked like it did in preseason,
yeah,
you ain't going like when day one start, that shit ain't gonna fly. That shit ain't gonna fly. We do be screwing out the bench though. I personally don't think Sadiq Bey is a starter.
I think Sadiq Bey should come off the bench as well. I just think
it shouldn't be
him for Herb is like if it's apples to apples, it's like one dude can't shoot at all, and the other one can kind of shoot and kind of score doing offensive lows.
Yeah,
and it's like physicality there, etc. And with Herb on the floor, your defense not gonna be good anyway. Like it don't. Like I'm just saying, like he don't affect shit to that point. I mean, but maybe Mosley makes it better. Who knows? But I can't have him and Eve starting because again, Zion doesn't shoot, and no matter what happens going into the next season, if Zion ain't taking 3-4 threes a game, he's not a shooter, and no one's going to contest that.
Yes.
There's going to be no spacing. Trey going to be the only shooter, so you just got to stay glued to Trey off ball.
Using the same schematic.
You're ignoring her. Yep. And Eve the center, so you're not really worried about it. It's a one shooter lineup.
Egg in the paint.
That two offensive. Well, and DeJounte can hit an occasional three when he does play, but it's like it's just nah, no. And you don't have another real four out there. I guess Zion playing the four or Trey gonna be at the four.
Heard got to shoot 40% from the corner.
But see, that's the thing too. It's like not only that, you such a low usage guy. You got to rebound. You got to defend. You got to hit shots when I pass you the ball. Like Max Strus this season averaged more rebounds than Herb. And it's like Max Strus is not as low usage as Herb. So
you about to trade Herb right now. Everything you talk,
that's what I'm just thinking. Like even with people like I think mostly would like Herb. But like I think in a vacuum he would. But when you're talking about like results and contract and him probably wanting to start,
I'll tell you what I consider before I started Herb or Bay. I would consider starting DQ.
I wouldn't.
The reason I say that is because if I gotta take, I would start Bay, but I still think you're small. If I'm going at least, if I'm not have a shooter, I'm gonna at least have the size of like him and Measley, and then I still think DQ could do. For example, DQ offensively could do everything Herb could do.
Yeah,
and I'll at least.
Oh my god!
I'll at least have. I should be able to rebound the ball. I should be able to protect the paint between him and Eve and rebound the ball.
I guess it's all about which Derek comes into the season next year. Because if I'm basing it on last season, I would just rather not start either one of them. Like I just rather this. Oh, like what's the field? I'm taking. Yeah, I'm going with Sadiq Bey because I don't think Derek's a really good rebounder either. Like I just think maybe he gets stronger
during the beginning of the season. So I personally, what I think happened to DQ, and I think this is what DeAndre was on his ass, pause, because I think when he came out of the starting lineup, he pouted. You know what I mean? Like I think he pouted. Like you saw him lose like the same. He wasn't playing with the same. Again, he's a rookie, long season, all of that shit too. But I think he pouted about getting benched. And then if you think Borrego cut his minutes a lot, like his playing time and a lot of that too. So I think I like when I think about the mental aspect of it, DQ slightly is immature as well. Like in the I don't like we did, like I'm just saying, like I don't mean league, but like it's my first year in the league, dog. I was starting, getting doubles and playing. He was rebounding during that time. As soon as Herb came back, they sent him to the bench and like sent me to the bench. This motherfucker can't shoot, this motherfucker can't defend, motherfucker don't rebound. Like it looked to me like he pouted.
I think I'm gonna just keep my thoughts to myself. I'll just say this. I'll say this. I'm gonna keep my thoughts to myself.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna say again, the bigger question to me, and it's a shame that Joe Nim got to address this because, well, I guess it's a fair question. Is not Zion and can Zion and Queen play? It's not the question.
Mm-hmm.
To me, the question is, can Queen play? And that's the question. I think Derek's a guy. If there's ever been a player like recently, you just gotta throw the box score out the window, and you have to watch him because, man, if he get 8 rebounds, he didn't gave up 16.
You know what though?
If he scored 10 points, gave up 20.
I've been watching like the Orlando because I've been trying to
get a
on the scheme and stuff like that. I'm about to go back to the so bad. I just can't get through their games.
I would say from the Spurs game and Utah game, those two, to Dallas, to
that's right when Z was out or just getting back.
Zion came back in Dallas, and the second night of back-to-back was against Atlanta. And Dyson pretty much gave you the script on how you guard. And Dyson's an incredible defender, so it makes sense. He gave you the script on how you guard DQ. But I think he started. I think DQ started too long. Honestly, fuck it. I'm just keeping it real. Honestly, bro, Derek started too long. Eve should have been starting.
I agree with that. I don't think he ever should have started at that. Eve should have been starting. I don't think he should have started over Eve.
I think even if you want to give him a shot starting, cool, whatever, right?
Yeah.
I just think I think it's giving him I'm just saying the narrative. Even with DeAndre Jordan saying that, if he said that's you giving him a lot of bail because live streaming all them games. Live streaming all these motherfucking games. If they played 82, I live streamed about 70, 75, 78 maybe. Live streaming all them bitches. I can tell you right now, it was not the benching that did it. The benching was way behind the curve. I really just think the question gonna be is
let me ask you this, and I ain't even trying to shoot Bell. Do you think him not having a full off season, coming back off the wrist, any of that mattered?
No. Okay. I think even in the summer league, summer league to me is just a shooters and athletes league. Yes. It ain't for a style of player like Derek, in my opinion. A crafty motherfucker. It ain't for that type of player.
You said that too. He got to get the ball and
he got to get the ball. Watching him as a big and the inability to finish, at the rim, the inability to finish above the rim, getting his pockets picked, bringing the ball up the court. The defense was just abysmal. When it wasn't in the post.
You got me terrified to rewatch these, though.
No, Derek, and in a couple games he got benched, taking out the games. And it was again though watching them games, and I think second year Derek is gonna be better. But every time the Pelicans had a lead, and I'm trying to see, for the people who used to watch the games with me,
I remember you being
it would be like, oh no, not this substitution. And it would be, here comes Derek and Herb. You're like, fuck. And dog, when I say like that, the lead is gone. Like that. And that's why it's like, oh, fuck. Like, it's just Derek got to find some bread and butter and find an advantage. Like, whether it be shooting, whether it be finishing better at the rim, got to cut down on the flopping.
He got to get stronger.
Got to cut down on the complaining to the refs.
Yes.
Because one of the things you don't want is to build a reputation.
Yes.
Where it's like, you know, but we'll see. we'll see. We'll see. San Antonio, pick up the phone, man. We'll see.
Oh, that shit's still lit, though.
Boy, they'll never do that.
No,
they'll never do that.
But I call.
Shout out to everybody in the building, man. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, you know, hit the bell notification. Tell the people where they can find you at, Al.
Man, y'all catch me at Pels in the Blender on YouTube, man. Make sure y'all like and subscribe. Make sure y'all like and subscribe to this one. Like and subscribe to Pels in the Blender too as well, bro. Appreciate y'all. Just say Davis on X.
Yes, indeed, man. At Cheddar Chaz on everything. CHEDDACHAZ, #1 Pelicans critic. Yeah, man. So we gonna keep dropping these eps for y'all. You know what I'm saying? We pretty much finished the tankathon joint. We gonna get into a few of the prospects on another episode, and any news that come up, any rumors, innuendo. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna talk about it. And if you haven't become a member, consider becoming a member. We try to drop every Friday as we hear things.
Before you cut out, though, I just want to say for all of the people that just kind of want throw out their stats and stuff like that, you have to actually watch some of these motherfucking games. Don't start talking and just throwing out the number. Don't just be the analytics guy that don't watch the actual games to see what's going on, bro.
Gotta watch the games,
Let's
bro.
actually watch the games. Let's watch what's going on. Let's put some context into what's actually happening so we could really judge what's going on, bro. Like just if
don't be lazy.
Yes, bro. If you're gonna be in this space, you know what I'm saying, and you actually talk about these teams, and because this stuff matters to players, bro. This stuff like affects people's money, not us specifically, but I'm just saying, like, we might not be on that scale, but like people that's in the media that talk like all of that shit make a difference. Make sure you at least watching the game so you know what it is you talking about. Not box score watching. I just caught the first. I just caught the third. No, though. Watch the games. Tell the stories of what's going on. Watch the games.
Context is everything, man. Context is everything. But, you know, shout out to everybody in the building, man. Hopefully, you know, we get some excitement this off season, and we'll be back to holler at y'all soon. Peace. We out.
Peace.